What is going on, guys? Thunderbro here, and today I'm bringing you a really awesome video on Pocket Edition. Today, June 5th, the 0.7.0 update was released. So, I'm going to be doing an in-depth review on the entire update. Hang on one second, guys. Alright, so, when you first load up the app, you're going to see the brand new play screen. This play screen has actually three buttons. You can also see how it got a nice, fresh, new background. It's a lot more Minecrafty with the really nice, just cool Minecraft-related backgrounds. No longer this gray, brownish dirt block. It's just a really nice, scenic view from Minecraft Pocket Edition on fancy graphics. So, not only that, but you also have the Mojang logo on the bottom left-hand corner and the 0.7.0 alpha I guess insignia on the bottom left corner. You also have the Pocket Edition logo. On the bottom right, you could see you have a toolbox thing, and this is where you could change options. You can also now edit options in-game, which is a lot awesome. I'm going to change my name to Thunderbow98 real fast. Thunderbow98. Done. Alright, so in the options menu, I'm going to go through this real fast. You have a difficulty slider. If you try sliding like halfway, it doesn't, just snaps back, because as of now, there's only two difficulty levels. Peaceful, which would be at the very left, which would be like is minimal, and then the max would be all the way to the right, and that would be normal difficulty. You can also toggle third-person view by sliding the switch. When it's lit up and you see the little bar, that means it's on, and we see the little dark spot, that means it's off. So right now, local server multiplayer or LAN worlds are on, now they're off, and they're on again. Controls, you can adjust the sensitivity. I'm going to keep mine in the middle because I like it that way. You can also invert the y-axis for some stupid reason. I don't even know why somebody would like that. You can change the controls if you're a lefty. You can also use split touch. I'm not going to use split touch because there's something that they changed with the controls again. You can also adjust the size of the D-pad. So you can make it really tiny or you can make it really large. Another really cool thing that I like is in the graphics settings. Not only can you adjust the view distance, again, it's like the difficulty slider bar, how there's only a max setting and a minimum setting. I guess you could say that they finally ended render distance changing. There's also the enabling of fancy graphics. Beautiful skies, that means you can have clouds without fancy graphics, and you can also have animated water. And water is something I'm going to be getting to later because they changed something with that too. There's also experimental stuff, such as hiding the GUI, which is really cool. So say, on PC version, if you hit the F1 button on PC, it will remove all the GUIs, so that way you can film stuff like machinimas. So I'm going to keep that disabled for now. And they also added smooth lighting, which makes the game look a lot more smoother, and it's a lot less blocky, and it just looks a lot like the PC Minecraft. And in sound, it's just the sound volume, so I can reduce it down to here. And when I press the back button, it's going to be a lot minimal. Actually, I believe that only affects in-game sound, but I may be wrong. There's also Play on Realms, which I'm going to get to later. I'm going to do a video on how to do that stuff. I'm just going to read this here. It says, "Welcome to Pocket Edition Realms Beta. We're still testing out features, but eventually Realms will let up to 10 Pocket Edition users play online together. It's currently free and limited to set up amount of servers. So I think I can only have a few amount of servers, but this is really awesome. I'm going to do a video on how to set up servers later. But, alright, so now for the actual in-game stuff. You tap the play button, and this is where you have all of your worlds. And if you could tell, it looks a lot more like the regular desktop Minecraft. And what I'm going to do here is I have a whole bunch of worlds here. I'm going to load up the one that's called 0.7.0 Review. But before I do that, I'm going to show you guys how you set up a new world. So you're going to tap the new button. Lag. There. And you can enter the name in this box. And just hit done. You can enter the seed in this box. You can also toggle between creative and survival. So I'm not going to create a new world because I already have one. You can also edit worlds, and now you can delete them. If you don't want to delete any worlds, just hit cancel. I'm going to load up the creative world, and world generation takes a little bit longer now. I'm not entirely sure if this is true for other devices, but at least on an iPod, world generation takes a lot longer. Whoa, terribly sorry about that, guys. Display recorder just crashed on me, and yeah. So I had to reboot the entire app and whatnot. But this is the world that I loaded up. You can see I have smooth lighting on. I'm going to go underneath. Actually, I'm just going to reduce my volume because it's really loud. So, you can see right here, underneath the tree, you can see how it's kind of shaded now. That's what smooth lighting does. It literally scrubs all the lighting, and it makes it a lot more blurred, I guess you could say, and it's also a lot, it's a lot more shaded. And it also changed the texture of the grass, and you could see the grass is a bit darker. The sky itself is maybe a bit darker, but it seems a lot more realistic. So that's something that they changed with the lighting. I'm going to show you guys the chat. If you saw my chat UI revealed, you saw that they did reveal the little chat button right next to the pause button. And oh my gosh, I'm getting so many comments on my last video that I just posted. My computer's logging out on me. Alright, so I'm going to press this chat button up here in this little speech bubble. You can write messages now. So I'm going to say, hello, oh, it's a little buggy. Hello. This. No, it's lagging. Okay. Is a test text. Terribly sorry about what's going on lately with the recordings and all, but for some stupid reason, display recorder keeps crashing on me, and I don't know why, but yeah, display recorder crashing a lot. So I actually had to delete my old recording because something went wrong with the overall recording of the gameplay. And yeah, I'm just going to start off from where I was. So chat, I'm not even going to show it to you guys because it keeps crashing the display recorder. But all you have to do is you have to press that bubble, you type your message in this little box that comes up, you press done, and inside this grayed out screen, the chat will come up. So all you have to do is do that. I'm not even going to bother recording that because it's just extraordinarily buggy right now. So, yeah. Alright, so now I'm going to get on with the actual recording of the newly implemented items and textures and whatnot. So there's a lot of new small things aside from the revamped UI. So not only can you now edit options outside on this really nice new menu, but you can also press the pause button, then options, and you have the exact same menu, but in-game. So it's really nice. Get out of fly mode. Alright, so not only is there that, but there's also Cake. Cake has been added to the creative mode, and it's also been implemented in 0.7.0, obviously. But the reason why I'm not in survival mode right now is because the IMCP edit source hasn't been updated with 0.7.0 yet. So that's something that is going to have to wait. Yeah, unfortunately. Cake, I can't get in survival. Obviously, you guys are going to be able to, but I can't give it to myself through survival mode. I have to use creative mode for this recording. Cake, fully functional. I don't know how many hearts it gives you. You guys are going to have to find that out for yourself, because I'm not in survival mode. So, yeah, you guys figure that out for yourself. It's for you guys to explore. So, yeah, you just saw me break a block, and as a matter of fact, that's something else that they changed. If you're in creative mode, or any game mode, I would assume, if you're not using split touch controls and you're just using the regular old-fashioned default mode, if you try breaking a block, you just saw that tap was extraordinarily small. That's because they changed the size of that UI, or that GUI, I don't even know what it would be called. But they changed the size of that, so now it's a lot less invasive on the screen. It's no longer this gigantic bubble that appears, it's just this small little tap. Like that. So, you can see in my inventory, I have 3 buckets. and if you guys haven't been watching my update videos, buckets were finally added to 0.7.0. And if I open up my creative inventory, that's why I have buckets, they're also craftable. But if you scroll down in the inventory, not only do you have all the old blocks that we used to have, you also have 3 new items. Buckets. Really awesome. And they're also fully functional. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go play around with the lava buckets, because lava buckets are functional, so are water buckets. No, so you see I just placed the lava bucket, and not only is lava usable in this version, but lava also had a texture upgrade. It's no longer that really disgusting red old texture thing. It's really nice now. And fire has also been re-added to the game, which is awesome. Now, in my old recording, fire worked. I don't know if it's going to work now because it's just really buggy. There's some bug fixes that have to be made. But yeah, fire's a bit buggy, but it does work. It doesn't crash your game anymore. It does work. But I'm just going to jump into fire right here, and yep, that's exactly what happens. That's the old fire texture, but now it's white for some stupid-ass reason. Jeb, fix your game, fix your game. So yeah, fire, unfortunately, is a bit buggy right now. I'm not entirely sure why. It was working before, and you guys can trust me on that. It was working before. I actually set a tree on fire by accident, and the fire texture was fully functional. It looked really nice. Let's see if I could attempt to do it again. I'm just going to leave that fire there because, yeah, it's just going to have to burn the tree down. Anyway, since lava buckets, lava also got an upgrade, and they're usable and creative. So if you guys own a server, watch out, because there's going to be griefing, and a lot of it. Now, water buckets, you saw me place it before, but I'm just going to demonstrate it again. Yep, water buckets, placeable, fully functional. You can also use an empty bucket to collect the source blocks you placed. There's actually a bug that I discovered, and oh, yep, fire's starting to work. You can see, yeah, it's like a really glitchy texture. It works in the bottom half, but not in the top half. There's actually one thing that I could probably try, and that would be to enable animated water. Well, that didn't really help, but you could see fire does work. Something's wrong with the upper textures. Looks really ugly and disgusting, but hopefully they fixed that bug, and hopefully none of you guys encounter that. But yeah, lava also now flows, so it looks a lot more like PC version. I'm gonna collect that before it looks any stupider. Alright, and the last thing that they implemented, aside from the smooth lighting and revamped UIs and whatnot, and chat, and buckets, and cake, is something awesome that I didn't think they would add for a long time, but they steered me wrong here, guys. And that would be, at the very bottom, spawn eggs. They finally added spawn eggs to Minecraft Pocket Edition, and wow, that tree just looks like a fluffy white marshmallow. Anyway, so spawn eggs function just as buckets do. You just tap once, and you can place a mob down. So I'm just going to collect that source block of lava before all my newly spawned animals catch on fire. So I'm going to spawn some sheep first. This is the sheep egg, this is the pig, this is a cow, and this is a chicken. So here's the sheep egg. And I'm spawning some sheep. They do spawn baby sheep, and as with the other mob eggs, they spawn the baby equivalent as well. It's kind of randomized. Here's some pigs. Up spawn a baby, and spawn an adult. And spawn a cow. Here's baby cow, big cow. And spawn a chicken, baby chicken, big chicken, little chicken, little chicken, little chicken. So you guys get the point. Spawn eggs though work, so you can now have some nice mobs in creative. There's one more thing that they added, and that's also regular chicken eggs. Implemented in 0.7.0 is the ability for chickens to drop eggs occasionally, and they are throwable And not only that, but they're also craftable, so they're using the cake recipe. So you guys can throw some chicken eggs. They're workable, just like snowballs. And you could tap and you could throw, tap and throw, and occasionally they'll spawn a chicken. So let's try and spawn a chicken here. Try and spawn a chicken. Come on. Come on. Come on. Spawn. Oh, got one. So there's a chicken. Alright, so spawn eggs work. So do these mob eggs. Not mob eggs, so do these chicken eggs. Oh, I feel really bad. I spawned a chicken inside. And yep, when they die, they also give their respective piece of food. So, yep, that's pretty much the 0.7.0 update. Let's recap here, folks. So, not only do we have a new user interface, but we also have in-game, what's them called? We also have in-game options that can be editable. We have animated water and whatnot. So it just opens the world for more graphics options. We also have smooth lighting, fancy skies, and normal graphics, render distances, and whatnot. We also have mob eggs, sheep, pigs, cows, and chickens. We also have cake, eggs, and buckets. And there's also one more bug that I want to show you guys, so you don't make the same mistake I did. If you try collecting some milk from a cow, what you have to do in Pocket Edition is you have to click and hold the cow, just like you're using shears, but instead it's a bucket, and you will fill up your bucket with milk. However, you can't place the milk. You can only destroy blocks. And when you try using water to get rid of the milk, it doesn't work. So, yeah, so you guys, you can't pick up water in creative mode anymore after you have used the bucket. So, if you use a bucket on a cow in creative mode, you can't pick up source blocks of water and lava, which is kind of stupid, but it's a bug. Hopefully they'll fix that too, as well as the fire texture and the chat UI crashing. But, yep, pretty much that's the 0.7.0 update. Recapping once more, retextures for water and lava. And as a matter of fact, if I turn off, because there's one more thing I forgot to show you guys. If I turn off animated water, even though animated water is off, it's still the fancy texture. It has that nice clear blue texture. And the only difference is, if I break the block, it doesn't flow. If I enable animated water, it will start flowing. So that's the only difference. Anyway, so new textures for water and lava, buckets of lava, water, and an empty bucket. They also had cake, mob eggs, and a revamped UI. Anyway, thank you all for watching this video. If you thought it helped, be sure to leave a like and a comment. Also be sure to subscribe, and as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next video.